So the biggest win for us here in 2022 was interplanting and high density planting. Basically the idea of trying to grow as much food as possible in the smallest amount of space possible you have. And also what we've been doing in 2022 is experimenting a lot, using like different soils and different fertilizers, and just trying new things in general, like growing in pots, some things we've never done before, and a lot more other things as well. For example, this plant over here, I added scraps in the bottom of the pot as a fertilizer, and it seems to be growing very well. Another thing basically I also like trying in 2022 was multi-sowing. It works very well for spring onions and onions, as you can see here. So another thing we've been focusing to in 2022 was making our own compost and also our own fertilizers. For example, we took a bunch of weeds from our garden and placed them in a bucket of water and left it for about 6 weeks. And after the 6 weeks, you have a very good, nice bucket of fertilizer, rich fertilizer, which we then watered our plants with. So also in 2022, we've been focusing on making a lot of compost, homemade compost, because number one, it's free, and who doesn't like free? Because I do. And the second reason is because homemade compost just has a lot more life in it compared to bag soil. At least that's what we've experienced, because when we bought bag soil, there was often like nearly no worms in it, and it was like very dry. It dried out very easily. So that's why we're using mainly homemade compost and making it. And plus, you need to get rid of all this material anyway, weeds and plant clippings, dead flowers, you name it. So it's a win-win basically. So that's what we're also going to be focusing to do more in this year, 2023, is composting.